what's up? Today I'll be talking about the movie Theater of Death. Man, this is definitely one of Christopher Lee's underrated movies, but it comes with a twist. First off, again, one more time, it's not a Hammer horror movie. Usually, a lot of people that see a Christopher Lee movie, they think every single movie he does is a Hammer horror. Trust me, he works for other production companies too, people. I mean, come on, do your homework. But Theater of Death is definitely one of those underrated movie of his work, and I feel like it had a good twist ending for its time. But it will make you want to say what the fuck, you know. And I might do a spoiler for this one, so I'll give you a warning when I'm ready to spoil it for you guys and gals. Okay. Theater of Death is about this play about fonts that had a small theater that does like horror sketches, and if you hear stories about horror movies, like horror movie documentaries, they talk about these theaters, how they do like before cameras, and how they do like these horror sketches, and it was so bloody and gory that the audience be fainting and stuff. And well, the timeline of this movie is pretty obvious. They have movies back they have movies, they have television and stuff, but you have cars and scooter cycles. But before that, it was pretty much those theaters. And I think the last one probably closed in the early 50s. I think in France. Actually, believe it or not, I think I'm right. It was in a American. It was in one of those American horror documentaries. It was on Netflix. Check it out. Anyway, let's fast forward. Meanwhile, you got this director played by Christopher Lee. He's like a tough director. You gotta do the parts right. And while meanwhile, outside of that theater, you got these mysterious killing going on, and you got the surgeon who works for the police department. As they're trying to investigate these deaths, like they knows that it was a knife through the neck, and like pretty much it was like blood drained out. So they kind of call it like the vampire killers in a way, you know. So these mysterious deaths kind of like lead up to the theater, and the surgeon's wondering like if it was the director that's doing, like played by Christopher Lee, like he felt um like he's probably, like the way he is, I guess he's thinking that he's probably the killer. And again, spoiler, spoiler, spoiler. I have to spoil it for you guys because if you haven't seen this movie, turn away now. But I felt like it's worth the talk, because if I don't talk about it, then there won't be nothing else for me to talk. We will end this review within 3 minutes, and I don't want to end this review in 3 minutes. Anyway, there was when he decided to give a lift to Christopher Lee's character. He talked about these vampire killers around the neighborhood. Do you know, like pretty much, do you know anything about it? Like Christopher Lee's like saying that like his attitude's like, I don't know anything. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Pretty much attitude like. But when he mentioned the word vampire, and then Christopher Lee said, "What, vampires interest you or something?" you know, I wonder if this movie's trying to spoof on Hammer Production. How Hammer Production used to run things when Christopher Lee was around. But I don't know, man. Just think about, you watch his interviews and stuff in real life. By the way, you'll find out what I'm talking about. Anyway, fast forward. Christopher Lee got off his car, went to his house. Meanwhile, you also got this other part of the story when he likes one of the girls and it works for the theater. She's like the blonde girl. She ended up living with him, and the brunette girl who's dating like the police sergeant. Um, the blonde girl's actually her roommate, and she doesn't want to see. She doesn't want her to see the director because she felt like the director's like like creepy like in a way. Um, as the movie progressed, you get these mysterious deaths, like I say. Um, Christopher Lee's character kind of like he doesn't want the roommate's best friend, trying to like take her away from him, like get out. I don't want you in the theater no more. She start crying, and then you end up wondering like who the killer is. It could be anybody. It's like one of those movies. And as the movie progressed, later on, spoilers. Again, here we go. You find out that Christopher Lee's character probably is dead. Because the surgeon found like his clothes, like with all blood and stuff, but there was no body. So people presuming that he could be dead, or is he really alive or in hiding? But meanwhile, the girl that's living with Christopher Lee's character, she's staying in the house anyway, while the brunette girl moves into the house to take care of her, pretty much. And as the movie progressed, um, later on you find out that, and spoilers again, Christopher Lee's body is actually dead, as they discover the dead body in the riverbanks. One of the two couples making love in the boat found the body, And as the roommate went inside a hidden wall, she's running around. She found this tape recorder as we towards the end. She hears a guitar playing, which her roommates play, by the way. And you find like in a story mode when the soldiers talking to the waiter and waitresses. I mean, the owner of a restaurant. They could recognize this girl, the roommate of the brunette, the blonde girl, that she was actually like a baby from Romania coming to the Swiss Alps. And you find out that in her background story that her mother and father killed her brother so they could feed the baby his flesh, and that baby was actually the blonde girl. And then, meanwhile, back to that scene with the surgeon's girlfriend playing the tape recorder, she actually found the sketch, the last sketch that the director wrote before he died, which was actually the blonde girl's story. He was going to use that as a sketch, and then once the tape recorder stopped playing, you found out, of course, voila, the blonde girl, the roommate of the brunette, is actually the killer, and she's the one that was killing all these victims. And she even killed Christopher Lee's character because she thought that he loves her, but he realized that he didn't love her. So she's like, "Fuck, I'm gonna kill him," pretty much. And then she's going after her roommate because she knows already who she is, and she's trying to kill her. And but he didn't. Well, first off, my mistake. She didn't kill her right away. She just like kidnaps her and make her write like a letter that she's doing the killing because she has like mental issues from her past history. So the evil roommate decided to take advantage of that and tell the cop like she's the one that did the killing. But when no, she excuse me when she wanted to kill herself, it didn't work out. So she decided to do the kill. So the blind evil roommate decided, you know what, I'm gonna kill my friend then. And then the roommate, the brunette's boyfriend, the soldier, coming just in time to fight the evil roommate one on one as she's on the run. She runs to the theater, and you know what? Spoiler again, because I feel like the ending was so fucking epic. You know, it's nothing new now, but back in these days, if you were around that era, you probably would say like, "What the fuck?" Because the evil roommate, the blonde girl, ended up going all around the theater trying to hide from the cops, while one of the theater sketches was playing the voodoo sketch, and yo, excuse me, the black girl that was doing the dancing. I don't know if it was a black girl with white. I don't know if it was a white girl with black makeup, but yo, whatever. She had an awesome body. I'm sorry, guys. I gotta throw that in there. Just that alone, you might have to slow motion, just look like damn, damn, damn. I'm sorry, guys. I get a little personal. I love hot chicks in horror movies. What guy doesn't, man? What man doesn't love watch hot chicks in horror movies? Raise your hands if you like hot chicks in horror movies. Double hands for me right here. But you know, she was dancing, this beautiful woman. While the sketch was playing, you got the killer running around the theater, hiding from the cops. It's pretty out she hide underneath the floor. And here we go. I gotta ruin the ending. Now you know what? I don't want to ruin the ending because I want you to see this movie because I thought the ending was epic. Anyway, check out Theater of Death. It's definitely worth the look. Let me show you what copy I got. It's actually the double drive-in. Suckers are hard with Theater of Death with it, and Suckers are hard. I already reviewed that movie, so check it out. And the special features you have is both widescreen. These movies, Theater of Death is widescreen, and it also has a Christopher Lee 11-minute interview. Which let me just say, you want to see the movie first and then see the interview after because Christopher Lee kind of gave like a minor spoiler of the movie himself, you know. But it didn't ruin the whole movie for me, though. By the way, to be honest with you, but Christopher Lee, the 11-minute interview is epic. You see how gangster and beast Christopher Lee when he does his movies and he picks the roles that he likes to pick, that he wants to do without being pressured by the studios or nothing. See, this is what makes Christopher Lee one of the best actors in in cinema history, you know. And God bless him. Congrats, he just won an award of HUD, and he's like 91 years old, man. I'm like, wow, he been in the game a long time, man. People, yeah, the 11-minute interview will just change your life about how he is. I mean, he's epic. But Theater of Death, please check it out. That's all I'm gonna say. Please check it out.